The happy world of 5FM Radio, your adult contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good morning, this is the 5FM 615 main news, read by Mlenga Sinkonde. The headlines. Development activist calls for a lasting solution to flood challenges. Church tips government on corruption fight. 79 police officers freed after being taken hostage in Colombia. And now the news in detail. A development activist, Charity Musamba, has cautioned that the country will continue experiencing the challenges of floods if structures which are built in areas which are meant for the construction of drainage systems are not being demolished. Dr. Musamba has told 5FM News that there is need to replan the drainage system as floods are now becoming a human hazard. Dr. Musamba notes that some residential areas, such as those in the low-income communities, have houses built on lands where drainages should have been constructed, hence the need for the government to engage stakeholders to find a lasting solution. The floods which the country started experiencing in January 2023 following an increase in the frequency and intensity of the rains have so far affected a total of 41 districts across the country, causing the death of 8 people in 3 districts, namely Sinazongwe, Mushindano and Lusaka.
Political interests, and in fact the political elite who themselves live in very well structured settlements who come to the compounds and block the idea of improving the settlement. All right, because if we had left it to the experts, they would have taken several communities through the process of helping them understand the benefit of having proper settlements.
The Council of Churches in Zambia says it expects the fight against corruption by the UPND administration to be non-selective and not targeting a few individuals in the country. Speaking in an interview with 5FM News, Council General Secretary Emmanuel Chikoya has stressed that the need for the UPND administration to fight both past and present corruption to rid the country of the scourge. Father Chikoya says, regardless of their political affiliation, people must be investigated. He said there is need to ensure that the deterrent measures against acts of corruption are reinforced in order to eradicate graft.
We are expecting that if people have to be followed and investigated both now and in the past, corruption becomes something that is, not targeting a few people. And so, in short, Zambia should become a place that is too hot for the perpetrators of corruption.
The Public Passenger Transport Cooperative says the decision by the Lusaka City Council in response to the growing challenges in managing the efficient flow of traffic in the city is not sustainable in the absence of examining and finding lasting solutions that will help resolve traffic congestion. Last week, the council announced in a public notice that there will be a temporary closure of one lane between the airport and Munali roundabout at peak hours in the morning and evening starting Monday, the 6th of March 2023. Reacting to this development, Cooperative Chief Executive Officer Sydney Mbewe says the measure taken by the local authority is not a remedy to increasing congestion, but a catalyst which he said has the potential to encourage the importation of more vehicles in the country. Mr. Mbewe was charged that the prolonged failure by local authority to take advantage of the opportunity created by the expansion and development of roads in the city under the Lusaka decongesting program has led to the overinvestment in vehicles leading to congestion on all public roads. Mr. Mbewe is of the view that the council examines avenues to revive the Lusaka decongestion program as a lasting solution to ending traffic congestion. The Zambia Association of Citizen Contractors has demanded that the local contractors that will be awarded the contract to construct 195 kilometers of Livingstone Kazungula Sesheke, which government intends to reconstruct, exhibit good workmanship. Association General Secretary Danny Simumba notes that despite a number of concerns that have been raised by the government on the poor performance of some local contractors, there are some who have the capacity to deliver quality works which can stand the test of time. Mr. Simumba says those with capacity to deliver must be given an opportunity to participate in these construction works. Infrastructure, Housing and Urban Development Minister Charles Milupi has been discussing with his counterpart at the Ministry of Finance, Stumeko Msokotwane, on the need to source for resources to work on the 195 kilometers Livingstone Kazungula Sesheke Road, which requires total reconstruction. The Zambia National Marketeers Credit Association has advised the Citizens Economic Empowerment Commission to implement engagement-based verification and loan recovery system. Speaking in an interview with 5FM News, Association President Mopila Kameya says market leaders must be engaged in the process of recovering loans from beneficiaries. Mr. Kameya says the Commission must go on the ground and establish reasons behind some beneficiaries failing to repay their loans on time. Development activists calls for a lasting solutions to flood challenges. Church tips government on corruption fight. 79 police officers freed after being taken hostage in Colombia. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the happy world of 5FM Radio. Remember to abide by all COVID-19 health measures and to get vaccinated. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM. I'm Lenga Sinkonde. Good morning.